This video will cover how to create tiles in the full version of Infinite Canvas. From your dashboard in Infinite Canvas, tap on the project you would like to author. To demonstrate how you import assets using Dropbox, tap the plus button in the top left corner. You will see an option to import assets from Dropbox. Tap on Dropbox to be connected to your Dropbox folders. Tap on the folder you would like to import assets from. File formats to import images include JPEGs and PNGs. Tap on the asset you would like to import. Tap OK. Your asset will now appear in the list of other assets in your Asset Manager. Using the toolbar at the bottom of the screen, tap on the Tiles icon to enter into the tile editor. You will notice I have already created many of my tiles, but for demonstration purposes, I will create one more. Tap the plus button in the top left corner to begin creating tiles of your assets. Tap Blank Image Tile. An empty tile will now appear in your dashboard. Tap on the empty tile to get started. Notice a drawer will appear on the left-hand side of your iPad screen. This drawer can be pushed in or pulled out by using the dotted double line along the vertical edge. When adding an asset to your tile, notice that you can choose to have an asset in both landscape or portrait orientation. Toggle between orientations by tapping on the layout icon in the top left toolbar. You can also simply choose to restrict a canvas to one orientation by adding an asset to the preferred orientation layout. If you close the project and open it again, it will retain your orientation preference. Drag an asset from the drawer onto the tile. You can choose the same asset for both orientations or play around with different images to add dimensionality to your story. Depending on the asset, it may be cropped to fit the target orientation. The cropping tool can be accessed by tapping the cropper icon in the top right of your screen. Use the magnification slider at the top to zoom in or out of the image you are cropping. Drag the image around the orientation field to position it to your preference. When you are finished, press Crop. Naming your tile is easy. When you drag an asset out onto a tile, it will automatically be titled as the name of the asset. You can rename the tile by double tapping on the tile name in the top center of the screen. You can add captions or buttons by tapping the Caption button in the top left corner of your screen. When you do this, a toolbar with a plus button on the far left corner will appear at the bottom of your tile editor screen. Tap the plus button and notice that a translucent rectangle appears for you to move about on the tile as you wish. This can be used to create captions by tapping the Text Edit button at the bottom of the toolbar. Type in your desired caption. You can modify this text by tapping the Text Edit button that allows you to choose the font, color, and size of the text that appears on your tile. You can also play around with the alignment of the text as well as the margin. Tap anywhere outside of the style box to return to editing your caption. There is an option to play around with the background and transparency of the caption by toggling the opacity of the caption itself. Notice the caption appears on both orientations of the tile. When you are finished adding your caption, press Done. Another option to enhance your slide is adding a button anywhere on the tile. You can interact with different tiles. You can jump between tiles, open up a URL, play audio, interface with the canvas, show text or the XML file, and interact with various aspects of the tile. In this case, I want to play an audio file I will record onto the tile itself. I can also choose to turn on the ability to add an action symbol to the caption when available. In this case, it will show a small megaphone to indicate a sound. Select the transparency of the button to be as noticeable or as invisible as you'd like. The audio that I will record is accessed by tapping the mic button in the toolbar. Notice the record button that allows me to add sound effects using the built-in microphone on my iPad. I can play back the audio When you are finished, select Done. Notice I am able to edit the position of the button on both slides. When I am done editing my tile, I will see it show up in the drawer of the assembler. Once I am in the assembler, I'm able to move around the already assembled canvas to find a place where I would like to insert my tile. I drag the tile out from the assembler and place it on the canvas. I am also able to see the paths between tiles by tapping the Paths button in the top right corner of the toolbar. As default, all the tiles that are next to each other will have paths connecting them. However, I am also able to draw paths between non-adjacent tiles. Choose transitions as well as the directional path. When I am finished, I tap Done. My path now appears on the canvas. To finalize my project, I tap the Properties icon in the bottom authoring toolbar. I'm able to see the general metadata, including the title, author, description, license, ranging from public domain to all rights reserved. I'm able to add a website, tags, choose a cover photo, and default directional transitions. When I am ready to preview my canvas, I tap Preview in the bottom right corner. I'm able to see the map of the canvas that I constructed and explore all of the changes that I've made. To demonstrate cloud synchronization, I tap the wheel icon in the top right corner anywhere in my canvas. This will open the toolbox. I'm able to select Sync Project with Dropbox, which when I tap Sync Now, it will keep identical copies of my project on my iPad and in my Dropbox folder. I tap OK. Notice the first time you sync a project, it may take a while. However, all subsequent syncing changes should take less time. Once my sync is successful, it will notify me. Click Dismiss to return to your project. To see the cloud synchronization between Infinite Canvas and Dropbox, I'm able to go into my desktop browser, type in Dropbox, view my folders, and view the source where Infinite Canvas synced the project. When I open up my project, I'm able to view both the contents as well as the originals. Notice in my contents folder, I'm also able to view the world.xml, which is an open format. When I make a change in the world.xml on my Mac and then sync the changes with Infinite Canvas, the changes will be retained and my canvas will now be updated. When I make changes on my desktop, I can then go back into my project in Infinite Canvas and sync it with Dropbox, and the changes will be retained. This was a brief demonstration on the tile layout, slight editing, and specific emphasis on cloud synchronization with Dropbox.